Well, we're back on the fire line, folks. You can see I've used the steel backpack blower and removed a lot of leaf litter and creating this fire break. And everyone asks, how wide does that fire break need to be? What kind of equipment does it take to create that fire break? And, you're coming in with a dozer and just dozing lines? No, we got a backpack blower, steel backpack blower, and we can just go through the timber here and blow the leaves off. Now, what's really important is we blow the leaves away from the fire unit. So this is the area we're going to burn, and I blow most of those leaves. You can tell there's a bigger pile of leaves here than there is on the side we're going to burn, and that's because we don't want this big leaf pile, heavy fuel load right on the line that we're dropping fire on. So this is only 4 or 5 feet wide, and in corners, you can tell I took a corner right there. In corners, that's a really easy place for that fire to jump. I'll make it a little wider on those corners, but just a couple feet wide. If there's no fuel, fire can't go there. So taking time, we got 2 guys on the line today, myself and Tim. He's back behind me with another backpack blower, touching up some leaves that maybe I missed, and also helping me kick rocks out of the way. And as I'm removing this leaf litter, all those sticks that are here that we may trip over, or like these sticks, if they're crossing this fire line, that's fuel, so we got to remove that. So he's helping me kick these sticks back behind me, using a team to get a lot of work done. Now, this area is a unit we burned last year. It's got 1 fire through it, and a majority of this unit, out in the center especially, was heavy cedars. Big fuel load last year. And we came in, did a backing fire through there, low intensity fire, crept that fire through those cedars, consumed a lot of the tops and a lot of those cedar leaves, but there's still some cedar tops out there, and we're going to burn those down on this next fire. And over the years, we're going to keep consuming a little bit more of those cedar skeletons. A lot of sunlight reaching the ground now out in the middle. But right here on the edge, we're here in the hardwoods, right on the edge where there's leaves. This is the easy spot to make our fire break. So we've got reduced fuel load this year for our second burn. We burned last year, heavy fuel load. This year we're going to go ahead and burn again because we have a good leaf litter now and reduced fuel load. And we're probably going to do a little hotter fire out there in the middle and try to consume more of those cedar skeletons. We didn't want to get real intense last year when it was that first fire and had a bunch of tops out there, but probably going to get a little hotter this year. So it's real important that we start now, getting our plan together, getting this fire break in place. And once fire conditions roll in, you can bet we're going to be lighting a match here. So I'm going to keep on going down this line, and as we see stuff, or as we come across little hurdles or whatnot, I'll be sharing how we're addressing those to prepare for the upcoming fire. Big snag just right off the fire line. We don't want this thing to catch on fire and then fall across our fire line. So right now, as we come across these, what I'm doing is I'm just taking my backpack blower and I'm just going to blow out around it, remove that fuel, and then that way, come time when it's time to light the fire, we'll just go around the edge. There won't be any fuel around this little snag. No fuel, ready to go. Keep on down the line. Just looking at my back trail, making sure everything looks good, meeting up with Tim, make sure we're all on the same page, nothing's getting skipped, and we've got a good line. So just going nice and slow, a little piece at a time, and but it's looking good. All right, you can see back behind me a bunch of cedars, but all the leaves are gone. They got burnt off and consumed the last fire. Now we just got a bunch of leaf litter. This is our fine fuel. So this fire is actually just going to creep down. It'll hit some of these smaller limbs on the cedars, and we're trying to trying to reduce that fuel load, get closer to the ground, and eat a little more away. But we're just kind of going to chip away at these skeletons over the years. And we can get a little hotter fire in here, especially in gaps where there's just a bunch of cedars. Get it in there, get a little more intense fire, protecting these big trees. We want to keep these big oaks in here, but we can really do some good work on this next fire. So leaf litter, that's our fuel load. It's not cedar skeletons this time around. Our leaf litter is going to carry our fire through here, and we're just hoping to consume more of these cedars. Okay, so we're making good progress on this line, but as I'm removing leaves, you know, this fire break has been here for a year, and we burned last winter, and it had all growing season with sunlight reaching the ground, so there was some growth. And then fall came and leaves fell, and once you know it, underneath these leaves, there's some grass. This is great. This means we got a seed bank in here. We need sunlight and fire to help stimulate this. We want more of this throughout this burn unit, but on our fire line, we got a bunch of this. And you can tell this grass right here, very long, it's dry. It was under all the leaf litter, and it's all, you know, very long and laying down like this underneath the leaf litter. If I just blow a line, this is fuel that could take the fire from our burn area, and it can just creep across this grass and cross our line. And I can't get this with the backpack blower, so what I'm going to have to do is, after we're done with the backpack blower, creating all this line, cleaning all this up, we're going to bring in the steel weed eater, and we'll weed eat this to the ground, and then we'll blow that duff away. If we just weed eat it and all this leaf is just still laying on the line, it's fuel again. Remember, folks, fire's never satisfied. It's gonna go where there's fuel. So we're gonna weed eat this, backpack blow the duff, the clippings right off this line, remove this, and our line will be good to go. So watch out for those grassy areas. This doesn't look like much, but it can still carry fire. So just keep an eye out for those, just like we're watching for snags, watching for little sticks across our line where that fire could creep across when we're not paying attention. Hey, this preparation, this is where all the work is done. A fire should be easy. You do all the work so you can have a very slow, safe, and fun day. Fires aren't gonna be crazy running around type days. You should have all your work done before you ever drop a match, and you want those fire days to be actually pretty relaxing. So just keep that in mind. I'm going down the line. Well, that's a wrap on this fire line. We have an interior road on the other side. This is about 70 acres, give or take, this burn unit. And it kind of slopes off on both sides with a little valley in the middle. And on the east side, interior road. So that's our fire break. Let's use that easy to gain fire break, like those interior roads, those 2-tracks, whatnot, and only create those breaks where we actually need them. So we just have gone down this western line. You can see back behind me, Tim's coming in behind me, and nice little line through here. And this unit is ready to burn. So now all we need is fire conditions. But it's just a beautiful day out. Nice cool day, you know. Got some weight on the shoulders going up and down these mountains. It feels good. Just out here enjoying creation. I hope you get outside this week, maybe prep for some fire, look for some sheds, but no matter how you're getting outside, make sure you slow down, listen to the Creator and the purpose He has for your life. Thanks for watching Growing Deer.